Knights of the Round Table is about to start now.
Oh, yeah. Gather around if you able, we the Knights of the Round Table. This that underground gutter, that butter before the label. No water down sound if you drown, that's cause the flow heavy. Hit you with the views on rhythm and blues, no wretched. Everything potent when spoken word emerge. Bars too light, you cannot submerge. Gotta bring that hard rock where they drop it. Move earth, blow back trees, clearing the land for new turf. Cake without icing, thunder without lightning. Delivery and presence, essence, they all tied in. Trident like Poseidon when I'm out there making waves. So you gonna need a hydrant if you trying to set a blaze. Wordplay on javelin. Okay, we on the road, so watch out when we barrel in. MCs battling, trying to see who's best. When they're looking in the crowd, trying to see who's next. Gotta fly, sit up high like the eagle's nest. Bars sharp as a blade. Be careful, they might slay you. On guard, bring your sword when you come to the Knights table. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. Youngin, get off your phone, man. Say something.
Listen,
Yo, big dog.
we're back in the building on a Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah. We're gonna get extra live in here. This one day before Turkey Day. Hey, we need that intro back. I gotta hit you with the backspin.
Oh! Tell the DJ bring it back. Oh. Yeah. Y'all want me to bust around?
Oh, yeah.
Y'all want me to bust around?
We got the biggest of the big dogs in here today.
My homeboy from Louisiana, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, he on there now. Smitty, I mean.
If you drown, that's cause the flow heavy. Hit you with the views on rhythm and blues, no wretched. Everything potent when spoken.
I like that little backspin too.
Bars too light.
That was
you cannot submerge. Gotta bring that hard rock where they drop it. Move earth, blow back trees, clearing the land for new turf. Cake without icing, thunder without lightning. Delivery and presence, essence, they all tied in. Trident like Poseidon when I'm out there making waves. So you gonna need a hydrant if you're trying to set a blaze. Wordplay on javelin. Okay, we on the road, so watch out when we barrel in. MCs battling, trying to see who's best. When they're looking in the crowd, trying to see who's next. Gotta fly, sit up high like the eagle's nest. Bars sharp as a blade. Be careful, they might slay you. On guard, bring your sword when you come to the Knights table. Yeah.
Oh, ready.
Let's go.
Bring it back on again and bring it back. Yeah. Listen, man, hey, this the party before the party.
It's the party.
Turkey Day, the big Turkey Day tomorrow.
Turkey Day.
Hey, you know, we gotta hype it up and get it ready, and talk about everything that we want to talk about hip hop music industry, anything like that. Knights of the Round Table back on another Wednesday. We back in here.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yo, you're old. What the
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
What?
Listen, I'm the host of Knights of the Round Table, T, aka Tori, aka DJ Not Famous. Oh, you know, I got the business cards out here. I'm gonna pass out when I get a chance to see some people out in the streets this weekend and stuff. And DJ, aka DJ Not Famous. I'm taking gigs. Small ones. I'm taking gigs. But I'm gonna let everybody else at the table spit their bars. Go ahead, my co-host, spit your bars.
Go ahead, man. I'm the guest. Oh, you talking to me?
Hey, yo, big dog, man. It's your boy, Big Lucky Lou. You hear me? Voice of the youth out here.
Yes. My name is Jamel. You know what it is. Media Group 119, Real Talk 360. I'm here so Rico won't get fined.
He probably watching this. We got some other people stepping in the building too a little later. They'll be here soon. So he probably watching this. He see that he gonna get fined anyway. Just for
Yeah, Rico, just come in, drop some money in the bucket.
Respectfully.
Yeah, you better bring something with you too.
Man, how everybody week been going? We had a short work week and everything. How everybody week going? Talk to us.
Busy as heck. Listen, bro, I don't know if y'all been to these grocery stores these last couple of days, but a white woman almost chopped my head off for a turkey. Listen,
What's her name, Karen?
I don't know. I think so. Listen, she was short. She was short with blonde hair. She was on one for that turkey. She was not playing no games, huh?
Oh man,
These people going fool.
Wow.
Oh,
we got some more people.
Stepped in the building.
We got some more people stepping up in the
Step
building.
in the building.
Coming
Hey,
to
yo.
the table.
Another nigga I don't like.
Get ahead. But like, hey, listen, we're gonna definitely get it popping.
I
off
can't
in the
tell
show.
people about my week.
Oh yeah. We definitely gonna get it popping. I
We really wasn't asking you, but since you here, we gonna listen to you.
Gotta continue talking about your week.
Yeah, keep talking, man. I'm pulling the plug, man. Straight up. It's right by my foot too. I was gonna turn everything off, man. My week was all right, man. It was all right. I can't say nothing bad, even though I want to say something bad, man. But it was all right, man. What I'm saying is though, I want to you was trying to buy a turkey.
Yeah, I bought it.
Why you buy the turkey? Your homeboy and them was giving out turkeys for free.
I was in Atlanta.
Atlanta.
I was all the way in Atlanta.
I've been in Atlanta before.
That shit is it's all the way.
Oh,
when I say all the way,
it's
I mean
over there.
all
It's over there.
way to the left somewhere. It's retarded, bro.
But hey, shouts out to the Mighty Bucks.
100%.
Shouts out to Des Gardner, DSG. Shout out to Levels and all the people that was handing out the turkeys that day. And I just want to say one thing. I saw him say that Tanya Brown didn't say that some black men was handing out turkeys, right? The media didn't come.
That's fact.
And I apologize.
It ain't the first time we did something major that they ain't cover, but
Hold up. Don't you talk too much. I like you though. But check this out. I take total responsibility because 119 media should have been there.
That's true. That's facts. We should have been there.
Yeah.
Hey, Stay Fresh was there.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Why won't make me feel bad? Stay fresh.
Hey.
Stay
I was
fresh
just
today.
I was about to get me a jacket too. I was seeing it all day. Wilson jackets.
Hey.
South Lawrence jackets.
Hey, Stay Fresh. Pull the mic a little closer to you. Introduce yourself, man. We already,
we know.
Hey, yo, my man looking like the DOC over there, straight up. Man, he remind me of the DOC over
word
there.
is
With the Raiders
bond.
hat.
That's
Yeah,
facts,
man,
bro.
straight up, man. You looking like the DOC over there, man.
Y'all
Get that mic.
Y'all know Raiders my team, man. I'm just let y'all know.
Man, straight up.
That's actually my team. But yo,
Don't ever tell nobody else that again.
Hey,
That's crazy.
yo, we come from where you rap.
That's crazy.
We come from where you rap.
Yo,
Y'all got 50 teams.
I'm gonna be honest with this right here. It's a time when people don't understand like the Raiders was the shit.
Yeah.
Before
like-
I was born. Facts.
Still, we had the most selling product merchandise ever.
Cause y'all shit, no cat though. Y'all
Yeah.
shit really is tough though. Like
Yeah.
that Oakland shield, that shit really is tough. I had a hat too. I ain't gonna.
Hey, that was the first starter before the Yankees.
That shit tough though. I ain't gonna. hold
Straight
you.
up.
But I am Mr. Stay Fresh. I got Stay Fresh clothing brand.
Keep on that mic because I want them to hear everything you
Out
say.
of Dillon, South Carolina.
Straight up.
Newtown to be exact.
I know in Newtown that.
Big Newtown. You know, shouts out to Newtown. But yo, I'm Stay Fresh. I'm out of Dillon. You know, hey, look, salute.
Well,
Fuck
you
with the
be
boy.
repping Dillon.
He's
Hey,
supposed
look,
to.
that's my
Hey,
city.
listen, no respects though, cause nobody rep Dillon as hard as you, bro. I swear to
That's
God,
my
I've
city.
never heard nobody rep Dillon that hard.
You need to go over there.
Let me tell you something.
Hey, whoa,
never-
bring that back. Bring that back. Oh, he's shooting people on wax. He's shooting people on wax.
And Dillon shooting us.
Yeah, he told us you need to go over there. No, I don't.
Yeah.
No, I
Tony
don't.
Dillon.
I'm
Like,
not
look,
going to Dillon.
let me tell you something.
You don't even like being a Dillon.
I don't like being a Dillon. But check this out. I wouldn't be where I'm at today if it wasn't for Dillon.
All
Straight
respect.
up, straight
All
up.
respect.
I wouldn't have what I have today if it weren't from Dillon. Like Dillon,
Yeah, man.
Dillon got a lot to offer, but it don't have shit to offer at the same time.
Yeah. Hey, yo, what was that club they had down there? Carolina?
Carolina Live?
No, in Dillon.
Talking about Carolina?
Yeah, way back.
Yeah, Carolina.
Yeah, I thought
Talking
so.
about the one B. Lori got beat up at, right?
Nah, you ain't even have to do that. I promise you ain't have to do that. But nah, that's the one though. That's the one.
Petey Pablo, they took him off stage. Just come here.
Listen, y'all the reason people don't want to come out here no more.
Yo,
Dylan
man,
different, bro.
And Dylan, man, you be in the trunk somewhere in the river. Shut up. Hey, y'all did Petey like that?
Yeah, Petey got fucked up.
Oh man,
Petey got fucked up.
damn
Man, why y'all do Petey like that?
He just came across those state lines. That's all he did, man.
He shouldn't have took his shirt off.
He took your shirt off.
He shouldn't have took his shirt off.
Oh man.
He should have left it on.
Oh,
He spit it like a helicopter.
I'm gonna tell you something about dealing with a lot of people. Get like, if you don't disrespect nobody from dealing, we like the most humblest, quietest people ever.
That's not true.
I swear to God.
It is, man.
I swear to God.
There's
If-
nothing humble about Dylan.
Dylan
Yeah.
on the beef. Dylan on the beef with Dylan.
I'll give you that.
But
I
if
get
you
that.
don't bother nobody in Dillon, it's just like anywhere else in the United States. They were not. You can walk through Dillon, people won't give a fuck about you walking through Dillon. But we got some of the most talented people that goes nowhere.
Mm.
Just like Florence, just like Marion, just like Darlington, Louder. PD area got the most talented people in the Carolinas that goes nowhere,
Oh, don't go that far.
and they need to be stopped.
Yeah. But y'all had the boy for the 49ers.
Who got for the
Played for the 49ers.
we got
You know
Darius Leonard.
no, I'm talking about before that.
Oh, we got Derek Hamilton. That's
Yeah.
that's family.
I used to work with his mama.
Yeah.
Derek Hamilton. He was at the 49ers.
Mhm.
He got hurt.
Yeah.
He was a beast.
But shouts out to him too.
Derek Hamilton. Yes.
Hey, we got to give we can stay fresh. We got to give him back the show.
Hey, go ahead and do your thing. Go ahead and do your thing. My bad.
Listen, I understand, man. I mean, look, it's just lining me up for everything else I got to talk about today,
Word,
anyway. So
straight up.
that's straight. That's straight good, anyway. So I mean, I'm not even worried. But I mean, it's something I got to play anyway. It's something I want to play. You know, before we really get started into the thing, I just want to know how everybody's week was going. I'm about to play something real quick, and then we're gonna, we're gonna continue on. So everybody, just take a listen for a minute. And this is what I got to play real quick.
Word.
In my lifetime, more than 1 million rhymes, no joking.
Hey, Jay, can I get open?
Beyond reasonable doubt, the industry made me wait. What's crazy is I'm still spending money from 88.
Can I live and surprise the game? Think harder.
You know this, brother. Jay-Z.
Sean Carter.
Brooklyn. Marcy.
Where friends or foes can get it quick.
So I suggest you all roll with the click, bitch. Who you with?
It's all right. Just use your wits.
To know the difference between a 4.0 and a 4.6.
Young Hove.
What a
And you can
G's.
feel every word like Braille.
I'm a hustler, baby.
I can sell water to a well.
The Mike Jordan of recording.
The truths in every word.
Yeah, it's a hard knock life.
But it's all right. You heard?
When the Remy's in the system, hear the track and take flight.
I'm a business man. He who writes checks with the hand that don't write.
Okay, I'm reloaded.
With too many classics.
It's the ROC, and we running this rap shit.
My flow is liable to go Michael. Take your pick.
Jackson, Tyson, Jordan, game 6.
In the zone like 2-3 and made it look too easy.
Can't leave rap alone. The game needs me.
I'm from the other side where other guys are quick to pull your card.
And argue about who's the best MC.
Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas.
Man, the average rap fan couldn't pick just one of the three.
It's cool. I'm out for dead presidents to represent me.
The takeover, the break's over.
So you can get
That.
Dirt off your shoulder.
Cause if I hit you, I'm brainless.
Now, if you get me, you're famous. What's a brother to do?
Damn.
Hey.
It gets tedious.
So I keep one eye open.
Like CBS.
I'm focused, man.
This is a 1 of 1.
The hustler's poster child.
I'll show you how to do this, son.
So you can see what was what?
And who was who?
All the way from 444
To 40/40s.
Down to 22 twos.
Told y'all, nobody wins when the family feuds.
My motto is simple. I will not lose.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Hove. H to the OV.
Leader of the Black Gang, ROC, man.
They say words are a weapon.
So when I shoot, meet your death in less than 8 seconds.
I'm from a place where the news cameras never come.
Where you can have 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. H to the Izzo, V to the Izzy.
Yeah, I'm out that, Brooklyn.
Always see me repping BK.
Cause you can't knock the hustle.
So all we ask is trust.
That's why I'm overcharging them for what they did to the Cold Crush.
First off, I want to thank my Connect, dude.
Because what's better than one black billionaire?
Two. They said I couldn't do it again, so I did it again.
Only rapper to rewrite history with no pen.
Jigga, man, we did it, man. History made. You got to feel him.
No more Big Willie. My game is grown.
Call me
Prefer
William.
You call me William.
And if you can't respect that, then your whole perspective is whack. Maybe you'll love me when I fade to black.
You're witnessing the blueprint of how to pitch with no mound.
So gather round, hustlers, because it's about to go down.
Congrats us, Carter, Ghost Rider. You paid the right price, so we just made your hits tighter.
Yo, shout out to Hov for making Rockefeller Hall of Fame. The most nominated artist for a Grammy.
80 times.
Listen, a living legend. I had to put that out there because I wanted everybody to hear that. And listen, you tell me you couldn't spit at least 2 or 3 of the bars that they were saying, or maybe more.
But did you hear what he said?
Which
he who writes checks they don't write.
Mm-hmm.
Listen,
this kid don't write. He write checks but don't write. That's crazy.
Yo, so I just wanted everybody to hear that. I wanted to open the show like that.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah. So you can open this show, man. Hey, the dude is the reason why I got on a Yankee hat right now, man.
That's the reason why I never wear one.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And see, I come from 97 Reasonable Doubt. You know what I'm saying? That was my era. You know, a lot of these people these days that swear they're Jay-Z fans, they hard knocking up. You know what I'm saying? They hard knocking up.
I remember Reasonable Doubt when it came out. I didn't listen to it.
A lot of people didn't like it.
I was real young.
Yeah.
But my people's on Nas and AZ and different other people, but I heard it. I didn't understand it until probably like 2000, 2001.
You know, a lot of people didn't understand.
I was young. I was like 8, 9, 11.
You know, the crazy thing is, you know, when he was talking drugs, he wasn't talking corner drugs.
Yeah.
Like he said, my name was Willie, but my money grown, so call me William. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy because on my show, Real Talk 360, is at that time I never knew what divine intervention was until I heard Jay-Z said and Streets was watching.
Yo, he dropped a lot of game, man, and you know he definitely was a hustler.
Your favorite rapper's favorite rapper.
Listen, started out as a drug dealer and came into the game with 100 grand strong.
9 to be exact, but grinding G-packs. Come on.
But speaking on it, when you said that, how about my man Faison was going at him and say he was never a drug dealer?
Yeah, but people gonna say that we'll never know. You know what I mean?
No, and I'm not knocking him because I won't dare.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know the truth. But to have another black man knock another black man with the success that Jay-Z got, why would you go on public? Why you just don't speak to that man face to face? Why would you go in public?
Because Jay-Z is in rooms that Faison can't get into.
And why would you run up if it? Okay, let's say I don't believe in tearing another black man down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you can't come to me and tell me a lie about me.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
And
so a lie go through other people.
Because you hear the rumors.
Yeah.
You hear from Milf Bleak. You hear from Jazzo. You hear from Rakim. Other people that was around him saying, "Yo, he did this, this, and this." Milf, I always said, "Yo, I used to go to Hov house and he have a drawer full of money. I just go."
Yeah. He said,
"You know,
Bleak, I know how much in there."
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So it's been multiple stories on that. So why would Faison, you know, it could be hate, it could be jealousy, it could be a number of things. Why would you go on TV or anywhere and say, "Yo, he was never a hustler"?
I don't really. I can go there, but I don't want to go there on y'all show today.
Yeah, man.
Tune in Saturday
because
on the show.
Only reason why I say that because the Jay-Z thing, and I just looked at the he did it with what's my guy Kanye's Michael Colliers that was on the house party.
Okay, yeah, I didn't talk about.
He did an interview with him, and he brought it up again. Like, yo, he was.
It's something probably more deep and more personal, but like I said, something that he probably asked Hov of and Hov didn't do, or you know they didn't link up, and then now you know how people do. They throw tarnish on your game, your name.
It could be so simple as niggas just corny.
Yeah.
Bro. Like some niggas, there's always got to be one of those. Like it's always gonna be that dude that always got something to say about another nigga's success. It's just what it is. Like some people just naturally hate us. Some people don't understand the process of everybody can eat.
But they do understand. Some people do it because it's part of a plan.
That's true.
Yeah, can y'all say bars on that? Because I can spit something.
I'm not.
I can't get that.
Do not press a button.
Okay,
for that. Do not press a button on that.
I'm not giving you a button. Listen.
Yeah, man.
But you know, and another reason why I wanted to start with Hove, because you know that whole concept of him being a drug dealer got brought up, and since today's topic is about drugs and violence in the industry, not just the hip hop game, just the industry period. And, you know, I got a lot of questions about it. And, you know, I just wanted to touch on it because, you know, we're starting to get into them holiday weekends where a lot of people are using drugs and, you know, violence picks up and everything like that. So I want to talk about it, you know, to the highest level, whereas in the industry also. So to lead into them questions and that I have for it is kind of crazy when you start thinking about it. Like I was sitting down, I was thinking about it. I'm like, man, you know, why is the industry so plagued with drugs? Like I said, my first question is, you know, why is today's music subject matter speaking more about the artists doing drugs, whereas in the past artists mostly spoke about selling drugs? Where was the flip at for that?
This is me.
Where was the flip for that? Like, what's your opinion on that?
Ooh.
Anybody at the table? I
want to hear. I want to hear
what
you got to say.
As the head appointed voice of the youth. Nah, all jokes aside. Seriously though, all jokes aside. The shift from the seller to the user changed with the millennials, because a lot of, have you listened to a lot of the music out now?
Yes,
it's way more feelings, is way more depressing. Like a lot of it is just depressing music on top of fire ass beats. You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of the lyrics now, these niggas are crying out for help in their music. Music is now more of an escape from feeling than it is from situation. Back in the day, you rap to get out of the hood. Now it's more so of I'm rapping to escape what I'm feeling. If you get what I'm saying, like it's mad different music. I could show you where just from the highest to the lowest, from the mainstream people to the bottom, from Chris Brown to the nigga you never heard of. Like these niggas' music is purely depressing. It's purely calling out for help. But now it's just over a dope ass beat. You get what I'm saying? These niggas are using it because these niggas are genuinely sad as shit. These niggas don't know how to cope with none of this shit they going through. We don't talk about it in the black community at all. Mental health is way more rampant now than it ever was, and we don't talk about it. There is no escape for a lot of this shit. So a lot of these young niggas is using the drugs that people sold, because before it was I'm sad, I'm depressed, I'm in the hood, I'm gonna sell these drugs to get out of it. Now that mindset isn't there no more. That mindset now is I'm sad, I'm depressed, I'm gonna use the drugs to cope with my feelings instead of getting out of the situation that's causing your feelings. My personal appearance, my personal perspective on it from just what I've seen.
Is you done?
Go ahead.
Because there's one person that actually really, in my opinion, that started the drug shit. I ain't gonna say started. Mainstream the use of drugs being properly used. Lil Wayne.
That's not true.
It is true.
That's not true.
What you talking about when he said,
listen,
don't ask me about what's in my cup?
Listen.
That's one drug.
Listen. Stop it. What you saying? Because when New York, our East Coast, however you want to put it, had it, it was already publicized that they was smoking woos. Wu-Tang was smoking woos.
Yeah.
It was already publicized.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Go farther down into the early 2000s when Wayne popularity started harder. He was doing multiple drugs, not just what's in his cup. 3 6 already said they hit the white lines. It was publicized.
Mm-hmm.
But when Wayne took over and the Wayne babies came behind him, that's when it started. From the north to the transition to the south. in the early 2000s. When the early 2000s hit, everything in the South was publicizing the drug use. I pop X, I hit Molly, I do this, I do that. The Wayne era, and no disrespect to Wayne, because Wayne is a hell of an artist, but it did started from when he publicized it even harder and got more fame than any other person in the South ever did. People in the South, nobody in music was talking about drug use and using it as hard as people in the South was when in the early 2000s. So when the South, when Wayne hit, when Wayne was talking about that cup and doing other stuff, it hit harder. It didn't start with y'all era. It started with our era, and it messed up y'all era.
Actually, it went before our era. It was remember Grandmaster. Melly Mel and them had that white line.
But it was before ours. But it didn't hit harder to.
I got you.
If you look,
it's
the truth.
I agree with you.
Look at Young Dro. Young Dro was hard on. If you listen to Young Dro, it was hard on drugs. If you listen to anybody that started in the 2000s, that drug scene hit harder. It only messed up y'all era, and that's all y'all had to talk about after a while.
Okay. Remember DMX?
DMX is a crackhead.
Yeah, Black Rob.
The top seller crackhead.
Black Rob.
Disagree.
How? It's proof. It's right there.
I'll let you get your argument up before I tell you why I completely disagree.
Well, see, you know, to me these days, I'm a hip hop head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, I went from a B-boy to a D-boy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's just when I was taught, never get high on your own supply. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Trav in the chat. He said the same thing.
Yeah, you never got high off that. But I remember when I came out of the penitentiary, I came home, I heard some dude freestyling. He was freestyling about the coke he did. And to me, I'm like, yo, that don't go with how we was raised, and that don't supposed to go with rap. You know what I mean? That's just my thought. But these dudes, they don't hustle no more.
They use it. They don't want to sell it. They want to use it.
And now you got man-made drugs.
And the crazy thing about that, what you just said was, I had somebody tell me, I can't call no names because I ain't no snitch, but yo, I can't sell this because I use it.
You get out of the game. You need to go to that other side of that.
I'm losing money because I use this more. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Like, y'all talk about people being crackheads and junkies and all this, but you the junkie. But you don't want to call yourself the junkie. But you want to talk junk about the people who you selling to. They the junkie. Nah, you the junkie, buddy.
They just can't see the difference.
They can't see the difference.
But with the rap music, and I'm gonna get down, I'm gonna get out because I don't want to get too like y'all do and mess it up rap. But it's all a part of the plan, man. It's always been a part of the plan. The negative music that comes into the community, it's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to keep you down. It's supposed to keep you to that liquor store that's right around the corner. It's supposed to make your jeans too tight right now. That's how you think. And it's gonna keep going and keep going. And a lot of people don't want to blame it on rap because they want to keep hearing music, but that's it. And I'm out. Holla at you. I'm be talking about this on Real Talk 360, but I can't speak too much on this now. I'll holla at y'all.
All right. But listen, my thing is this though. It's not just rap. It's not just hip hop. It's all genres. That's why I said industry, period. Like I'm gonna mention some names and I'm gonna state what kind of drugs they died from. One artist I'm gonna mention is Rick James. He died from prescription drugs, cocaine, methamphetamine. What is how you pronounce it? Methamphetamine. Yeah, methamphetamine. Ike Turner died of cocaine. Pimp C, codeine. You know what I mean? Michael Jackson, Propofol. Like, man, like he died off of someone administering drugs that's used in the emergency room.
Cocaine.
Hey, yo, man, make sure what you say about Mike now.
Yeah,
they killed Mike, man.
Listen. I'm just saying I'm just stating what they died of. That's what I'm stating.
And stay fresh. A lot of people don't know about Kurt Cobain.
Yeah. Like I said, Amy Winehouse, alcohol. You know what I mean? Like it's so many people that died of stuff. Prince, they say he died of fentanyl.
There you go. Killing Prince.
Chris McDally Kelly from Criss Cross, cocaine and heroin. Like, you know, like
wait, Paul. Who's the one with that dark skin one or light skin?
the dark skin one.
I thought he died from cancer.
No,
that's what
they reported. But he died.
That's what I thought he died because remember he shaved his head and all that.
Yeah. I thought he had a cancer.
Nah, they said he died of cocaine and heroin.
But check this out. Can I ask y'all one question? I'm going.
Yeah.
Now the 70s in music. Okay, let's say that late 60s and the 70s was a get high area, right?
Yes.
And they say history repeat itself.
Yeah.
So do you think the history repeat itself is like in the 2000s and stuff like that, but now it's just different drugs?
But can I ask you a question though?
Go ahead.
It was a lot of people getting high in the 60s and 70s, right?
Yeah.
But how many artists that you heard was dying quickly like they are today?
Not a lot.
They was dying. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they won't die.
Mm-hmm.
But how many you seen overdosing and dropping it as fast as our time in their time?
Not a lot.
Look at Ray Charles. Man, my boy Ray Charles got high in as a kite. But one of the smartest artists that changed the game for musicians overall.
Yeah. But you know, to me, this is my thought. A lot of stuff is man-made now. You don't know what they put in it.
Definitely.
You know, back then everybody was like, "Yo, it's from the earth." They used coke. They was
coca leaf.
They was at the party. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's just my thought. I'm out of here. Catch me Saturday, Real Talk 360. I'll holler at y'all.
But listen. But I really think that a lot of, like I said, it's a lot more drug use than it was in the 60s and the 70s. I think it is a little bit more. Reason being is because you think about it, it seems like every artist is talking about some type of drug, even if it's just marijuana. It's still some type of drug getting spoke about, and that's what I just want to know why. What's the reason for it? So like, it's like why the big flip and why the big change? And I mentioned a couple of other artists that died of drugs, and then I'm gonna go into the next question, and we'll see where everybody sits at with the next question. DJ Screw, we know what he died of, right? He died of the scissor, the same thing, the codeine, drinking the codeine. They say he had Valium, he had PCP, like Old Dirty Bastard. Another one died of drugs, young. He said he had a lethal mixture of cocaine and painkillers. Like that's crazy. Pimp C, we know what he died of. They said, like I said, it was the codeine, the concoction in his drug, in his cup. We already spoke about a man from Criss Cross, Mac Miller. They said he also died from drugs. He had substance abuse. He had a toxic case of fentanyl and cocaine. We're not gonna talk about Whitney Houston. Alcohol and drugs with her. We had it's like so many artists that died of drugs. Then we're gonna talk about also so many artists. So then you got recently Michael K. Williams, the actor. You know what I mean? He died of drugs. Like, why is this such a big thing in the industry? It doesn't matter what type of industry it is. So my next question is, do you think that these artists should have someone in their camp that really looks out for them and that's not detrimental to them, such as like that big brother to say, listen, they see them, start taking drugs and then try to slow them up, try to stop them and say, hey, you need to slow down, man. You worth something. We don't need you dying. And why these artists is not learning from previous artists. Like you don't ever heard of other artists dying from cocaine and all this other stuff, and you think you invincible for that?
What's the white boy that just died not too long ago, Mike Miller?
Yeah.
It was a hell of an artist. I think people in your camp goes along with you, and they help you get what you need because you the money train.
But that's a yes man. You shouldn't have somebody in your camp that's yes man. Like if we're here doing this podcast all the time and I see a decline in something, I'm gonna pull you to the side and make sure you're all right, and then I'm gonna check and see what's the problem, because I'm more than likely gonna help you out. Because if I see talent in you, then why I'm not trying to save that talent instead of helping you I kill that talent.
I get what you're saying, but look what happened to ODB. Look what happened to DMX. How many people tried to stop them for doing the things they were doing, but they ran back to them? just listen to ODB son. ODB son said, yo, he made his son sit right there in front of him and do drugs and died in front of him. So sometimes you can tell a person something and they not gonna listen because they feel like, yo, I'm the one that got y'all here. I'm the one that's bringing the money in. Y'all eating off of me. How you gonna tell me what to do when I'm feeding you? Sometimes some people's success get to their head that you can't. I think you have to grab that early before the success come. If you see the problem early, you have to grab it before the success come. And some people don't grab it at that time when they need to grab it. They just fall back from it. Now I feel like if I got a problem, you my friend early on, and you seen this about to hinder something that's gonna help us out in the future, grab me early on. Don't wait till I hit the top of the charts and then come get me and say, yo, you got a problem. I'm already in my feelings now. I'm already made it. I'm not gonna listen to you because what I've been doing got me here. It got me at the top of the chart. And I feel like a lot of them like, yo, what I've been doing so far got me here, got you here. So why would I listen to you now? Because what you were saying ain't helping me out. This right here is helping me out.
I don't know. For me, it's just more so, bruh. Ain't no big brothers no more. Ain't no mentors. Ain't no OGs. Ain't no bigger dude. Ain't no bigger niggas around you. It's you and your circle. Fuck you gonna tell me we doing the same drugs? We was in the same parties doing the same thing. We was in the same house doing the same. Fuck, I'm gonna tell you what's wrong for. I don't realize it's wrong. We was doing this when we was broke. What you don't realize is that the money gives it more in abundance. We was getting high 2-3 times a week because that's all we could afford at that point. Now we got 300,000 in the bank. You don't realize that the more money you get, the more consumption you get, the more access you have to it. Like all of that shit plays a part in it too. You can go from maybe your man's only sniff coke twice a week, because that's all he was able to get. Now y'all got 500,000 in the party. Your man can sniff coke whenever the fuck he want to. Boom. Now his habit, his once in a blue moon habit is now out of control. You don't see that coming. Like that don't. You get what I'm saying? Like that don't happen overnight. That comes from, oh man, he got it. We good. And then you good yourself into now my man's in the hospital with a fucking hole in his nose because you didn't see it coming. Shit spiral out of control real fast, bro. And how can I get a control on something that I don't realize is wrong? We grew up doing this.
It is definitely like an eye opener. Like I said, I wanted to touch on this topic before the holidays because, like I said, I know that everybody has their vices. Because I'm not gonna lie, I know I'm gonna get drunk this weekend because I'm gonna eat a lot of food. My Henny is gonna be flowing through my system and whatever. But I don't do no type of drugs. I don't smoke no marijuana. I don't do nothing, no coke, no anything. But alcohol is something I do partake in periodically. So I know already. But so like I said, but for the ones that are listening or will listen to this at a later time will know that like, hey, like why you can't see when you see other people dying from it and see like, oh, maybe I need to slow this down. Or why somebody in your camp, like, I mean, it got to be a sober moment sometime. And somebody in your camp don't see like, yo, but DMX just died.
That's not true though. We see people go to jail every day from selling drugs. You're not gonna tell me that selling drugs ain't gonna put money in my pocket. I get what you're saying, but I get it. But tell somebody that's depressed that smoking weed ain't gonna stop or sniffing coke ain't gonna stop the depression. How? You can't tell me that if I just sniffed it and I didn't feel shit for the last hour and a half. How can you now tell me that that's not gonna help me? I get what you're saying. Yeah, I saw some people die from it. Does that stop the fact that it helped me? No. I understand completely. Like, you should look over there and go, yo, that dude did coke. He died. Mm-hmm. Logically, that would tell you, bro, I should probably stop doing coke. But feeling the way you feel, if I did the coke and it stopped me from feeling that way, now I'm going to take my chances with the coke at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying? Like, yes, logically, we should all say, that don't work. That's not going to. You get what I'm saying? But how many times have we all done things as humans that we said that didn't work for him, but he not me, I'm not him. We all have that complex as a man, as humans, period. We have the complex of just because it didn't work for you, don't mean it's not going to work for me. We've all looked at a certain situation that way. Some people feel that way about drugs. Just because it killed him, me and him got different tolerance. I don't, you get what I'm saying? Like a lot of people feel that way.
Do you think it's pressure?
You take that's leading up to my next question. That's actually leading up to my question. Is that do you is there pressure to be under the influence with drugs, alcohol in the industry? Do you think it's pressure? Like, is there someone that's coming from the outside, like pressure, like, yo, you should take this drink? Does it help you better?
But I'm not saying that pressure as far as that in general. I'm saying pressure as far as what you just saying is somebody, the temptation and the ability to create, are the feeling that you can't create, or you need something.
Unless you're under the influence.
Oh, you under like how Wayne and Eminem was for a while.
Mm-hmm.
They felt like they needed it to have that in their system to create, and that's what they use. So X, X come up missing. X one of my favorite artists, and I felt like this, and I'm selfish because as long as he was smoking that dope, he made the best music to me.
And see, that's another question.
And I'm selfish. I'm sorry, but I didn't want him on it. But the selfish me, he got that dope.
Listen, so like I said, to answer my next question, answer the question I said. So do you think there's people that influence that influential pressure of artists to, hey, you need to take this drink, like you never drunk in your life, like we all saw the Temptation movie. We saw how Paul in the beginning, how they stayed, like he never would take a drink at all. He was drinking milk and stuff. Then later on in the years, he started getting into the alcohol, and then it became an addiction for him. Mm-hmm. So do you think it's really people that influence people in the industry to take drugs or to try out drugs?
I think there's a lot of people there that's with it, that's there to saying, yo, hey, here come the coke man, here come the weed man, here come the, if you need this, you need that, you go holler at him, or I try this out. Or sometimes they might throw some girls your way. Some girls might be on it, and you might not be a get girl type of dude, and they send some girls your way because they own that drug, but you want that chick and you want to fit in and be cool. You partaking the activities, and now you hooked to what's going on. And you didn't even want to be hooked to this. Now you hook, and you got to use this to do what you got to do. So I think there's a lot of peer pressure and a lot of stuff people don't want to do, and there's a lot of things that happen that makes you the way you are in the game. You just have to be aware of your surroundings. When you get to that status, and don't fall for every little thing. Like it gotta be that way where there's a lot of peer pressure. Like, yo, me and Lucky go somewhere. Hey, there's some girls there. I go there looking like, yo, when you get there, make sure you don't drink. When you leave your cup down, don't pick it back up. These people gonna be doing this over here, so don't go over here. If I don't listen to them and I fall victim to what they offering me, was it his fault or is my fault?
Mm-hmm.
He gave me the scoop before I went there, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of that goes on in the game. But a lot of these artists get so caught up in the, yo, I'm this and I'm about to be this and I want to try this, and fall victim to a lot of stuff that's out there in the world that they didn't want to get hooked to.
I think it's part of the plan. Also, what like Jamel said, I think it's also part of the plan. Travis said, he said it starts from home. He said if they haven't been taught to listen to the ones that are helping them and not riding your train, it will go a long way.
That's cap.
I don't think it starts from home.
That's cap. My mama taught me all the right things to do. I got on these streets and did every fucking thing opposite. That's cap. You can teach your kids whatever you want to. You can't teach your kid to be a follower or a leader. That's in them. I can't show you how to be a leader. You either are or you are not. That's some shit is really that simple. You're either a leader or you're not a leader. I can't. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But there's peer pressure for everything. There's pressure to do everything in this world. There's some form of pressure for it. Niggas is real simple. Niggas don't want to be the outsider. A lot of niggas just not strong enough to stand on their 10 and go, that's not my thing.
I ain't mean to say peer pressure like peer.
I get what you're saying.
I meant to say your peers is your biggest influences.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't get with that because here I'm 28 years in. I'm 20 years in my life in. I'll never rock with none of that. I just don't.
But it's a good or bad. It's a good or bad. Like I said, your peers is your biggest influence, where it's gonna teach you not to do, or you gonna follow. Like you just said, a lot of kids is not leaders; they're followers.
Exactly.
So I seen there are a lot of my friends right now is on stuff that I would never do, and I still looked at them like, yo, growing up, like there was the big homies, and I'm looking at them like, So your peers either make you or break you. You gonna follow, or you gonna learn from them.
So to also go back to what we were talking about just a few minutes ago, do you believe that some artists need drugs to perform well, such as enhance their abilities in songwriting? Examples such as like Mary J. Blige. They stated that Mary J. Blige made her best albums when she was getting high with KC. They stated that Richard Pryor told his best jokes when he was freebasing. So do you believe that's actually that's it could be one of the reasons why? Or does that actually help out with?
Drugs do not give creativity. Drugs opens you up to the creativity. You have to have that. Nigga, I've never done nothing musical. If I get high and some coke right now, I'm not gonna turn into Picasso. I'm not gonna turn into fucking Ray Charles. No, it's not gonna work that way. It's a mind thing. You either can access that or you cannot. That's it. Then there's some people who have that in them, but they need that. They feel like I'll say they feel like they need that extra boost to get to that, to unlock that side of themselves. You get what I'm saying? You can't teach Mary J. Blige to fucking sing. She can sing. Getting high don't change the fact of you singing or not, but getting high helped her get more comfortable in that space to do her best work. You get what I'm saying? To me, it's a mind thing, bro.
But why people think that was like her best albums during that time though, when she was
more open. To me, you're more open to the creativity. You're more vocal. You're more vibrant. You are. That's what being high does. If you are a creative person, getting high will unlock that part of you. Like it will heighten what you already are. If you're a mean motherfucker, when you get high, you're gonna be meaner. If you're a giggly person, when you get high, you're gonna be laughing a lot. You are whoever you are. The getting high part only enhances or in whatever cases, if you're in pain, it numbs whatever you're feeling at that time. That's it.
I think it's more emotion.
Facts.
And a lot what like you said, but I think it's you coming down from a lot of roller coasters doing drugs. When you on cocaine, when you high, you open, you more wide open. When you coming down, you coming off that high, you feeling down. So I feel like it's a lot of emotions involved in them drugs. So depending on where you at when you taking them drugs, like you said, that would bring the music out a little bit more. Look at you can say drugs are the different type. Look at Tina Turner. She never did drugs, but she got beat.
Her best music came from her pain.
Her drug was pain.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, and her best music and the height of her career, sad to say, was Ike was turning her ass up.
I ain't even to cut you off. Look at almost every woman that comes out during a heartbreak period of music. They always say that's their best album. That's their best work. You wrote your best songs. Beyonce Lemonade, they said that's one of the best albums she ever. You write your best music during times of pain, because for the small portion of the world that are musicians, that's your release. Your release is the music. That all your pain, all your emotions, all your feelings, everything goes into your music. So if you're in a super happy place, your music is going to reflect that. When you're in that pain, your music reflects that. It gives off what you're going through. Drugs are the same way as fucking emotions. If you're super on one when you're high, your music is going to reflect that. You get what I'm saying? To certain people. But that's that small fraction of people who have that kind of talent to tap into those feelings.
So that goes to what Wayne said. He said, they tell me to put down this cup in the beginning of what's the name? And then he's like, I created some of my best work with this cup. He said, I came more successful with drinking what was in this cup. So it's more so the human being thinking that this drug is tapping into something beyond what they could with sober.
Yeah, because it's easier to get high and tap into it than it is to sit back and really get into your emotions manually. It's way easier to tap into all of that shit when you high.
Let me ask you a question. I know all three of us drink, I assume, alcohol.
I know.
You don't drink alcohol. Okay, cool. Bet. Well, for me and you, we drink alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
We probably comfortable around people, but 2-3 sips in, we really comfortable around people.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same way with drugs. When you spitting music, you rapping, you might be comfortable spitting your bars, but once you get that, what you love in your system, now you really relax, you comfortable, and you ready to go. And it's the same way with us. We can't call one drug. We can't not one drug without another. I tell people every day, I create my best clothes when I'm drinking. Me and Hennessy create to stay fresh. Sorry to say, but that's how it happened. You know, I probably can create some stuff sober, but when I drink that Hennessy and I'm relaxed, I'm ready to create about 4 or 5 clothing lines.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, hey, like Biggie said, he said you get hit with this Hennessy D. You know, it's kind of like blinding me. Sometimes you got your best performance when you got that Henny in you. So you know, especially in the bedroom. I mean, hey, sometimes you feel like it probably brings out this extra energy, but it probably more than likely is something mental. It's probably a placebo.
I promise you,
it's a placebo type thing. Well, okay. So my next question is, what was the most shocking drug influenced death that happened in the industry? Doesn't matter what it is that was shocking to you, that you never thought this person was doing drugs. You might have not never thought they was doing drugs, and then you kind of find out they passed away from drugs.
Mike Miller.
Speaker knockers.
That too.
See, so some signs was not even out there.
Like that he was doing it to the extent to have a fucking heart attack at like 20. No, hell no.
Yeah.
I don't think bro was 20 yet. And he had a heart attack from sipping lean. Like, no. That shit was so crazy. Because he was so close in age, and he was really just getting like out there, it was getting crazy. That shit just blew my mind, bro. Cause that's probably the first person that I heard of. Like, of course, Pimp C and all that, but they was older across the fucking world. He was right up the street type shit. Like, they was from Colombia. Like, he from the way, right around the way. And he died from sipping lean at like 18, 19. That shit was crazy.
You said Mac Miller, Stay Fresh?
Yeah, I never knew Mac Miller was on drugs. You know, and I listened to him not heavy, but I listened to him over a period of time, and when he died, I was like, oh wow, like he's talented, you know. So that kind of hit me. Now I listened to his last album, and if he was here for his last album, he would have probably been further along in his career because his last album was dope.
Facts.
I mean, I don't have no artist that I felt that I didn't know that was doing drugs. Because me personally, this is my thing. I think mostly 80% of the industry does drugs. Truth be told,
and the ones that don't, they lie about it.
Yeah, I really think 80% of the industry do drugs. I just think that some start to become heavier than others. Like, I kind of foresee, like, I don't know. Allegedly, Chris Brown does drugs.
Does a lot of fucking drugs.
Listen, I don't know. That's
That
allegedly.
nigga
I don't know.
depressed.
I don't know Chris Brown. I just said allegedly. You can see the change in his body and his face and all other stuff like that. So allegedly, he does drugs. But I foreseen that for him because his surroundings young, before he even got of age, was around a lot of people that did drugs. Doesn't matter if it's smoking weed, whatever like that. So eventually that's going to come. So that's what happens.
Like Soldier.
Yep.
You know what shocked me? I'm gonna tell you, when I was younger, watching Ray Charles. No, because I grew up watching Ray Charles on Coca-Cola commercials. And you don't know the story of these older artists until they make movies like they did today, like Temptations, Ray Charles,
right? Yeah,
you don't know this. You don't know their story. You know, you never really hear their story. You just know what they did. And when I watch Ray, I'm like, this Joker is really a heroin junkie making all this good music. It never dawned on me that and what shocked me so much was he's blind and he's on heroin.
But you know what? But like I said, I think his drug use was influenced from his pain because of how they perceived it in the movie.
But he said
he was going through what he was going through.
But he said it.
He said it.
He said this drug will make you know. He said null and void, just like my life.
Smitty said, PSA, he said, if it ain't for everybody, it's not even the one. It's not for everybody. Said not even the one that's doing it. So that's why, when someone does drugs and they pass away, it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, just like you said, how the 18-year-old dude passed away from drinking it, and it ain't for everybody. So people, we all got different chemical makeup. So certain things are.
Then Whitney passed away from drugs.
Yeah. And now that kind of shocked me that she went back and passed away from drugs because at one time she was heavy. I mean, heavy in the drug game. And then she started cleaning up and I knew she still was fighting them demons, but I didn't think that would be the way she'll pass.
Was I was like Bobby Brown was saying that she was the one influenced him on doing a lot of,
but a lot of people said that though. A lot of people said he was more of the drinker. She more so introduced the heavy other shit, but he was more so of the alcoholic and all that type of shit. She was like she introduced the cocaine crack aspect of it.
See, what happened was Whitney allegedly, I'm not going to speak on the death name, but allegedly her brother was the one that started her on drugs. She was already on drugs when she met Bobby, but she wasn't heavy influencer because she wasn't as big. As y'all stated earlier, you know, when you started using drugs, you might only had bringing $200-300 and you probably had a $50 habit. Then when she started becoming one of the biggest selling artists,
I got $100,000 habit.
Yeah, real quick. I mean, because personally now I do know somebody that knew the drug dealer that was personally taking the stuff there, and he got rich off of them because she was right in Jersey so she was getting it delivered. They was getting it delivered, especially when her and Bobby's together. So just like you said, stay fresh. If you're dealing with a female and they start doing it, you're gonna do it. So that's how Bobby
The
came
first time
into.
I ever seen somebody use coke, it was a female. Word. The first time I ever seen, like with my own eyes, I was 17 and it was a shorty that did it. She was like 23, 24. And we was all posted up at their crib. Me and my little bro and shit, we was posted up at their crib. And shorty busted out at the table like, yo.
Yeah.
What? But nah, you ain't never just... Oh, nah, you ain't just give it up like that at the front at the kitchen table.
I think I go back to what T said. Like, imagine... And I get what you said too, Lucky, but imagine music without some of these artists being on drugs.
Yeah.
What it would sound like.
They would have to try.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying that they already artists without the drugs. They was already artists.
Yeah. It was already instilled in them.
But imagine not going through the pain they went through and not going through the process they went through and not taking these drugs. Will we still get that same type of music? Like BG, Pimp C, Lil Wayne, Wu-Tang, a lot of these artists, will we still get that same feeling, that same hypeness, that same enjoyment, that same, you know what I'm saying, that same music? Like DMX music came for so much pain and drugs. Like
without drugs, half these niggas would have committed suicide already. If we keep it all the way a buck, a lot of these artists would have committed suicide a long time ago.
But you don't think it's another outlet instead of just drugs?
I 100% think that it is.
Okay.
But how do you tell a nigga that's depressed that?
You right. It's right. I mean,
you get what I'm saying? Like, rest in peace, my mans. How do I tell? Like, how could I tell him that suicide wasn't the way?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a difficult situation, especially when you. Another thing too is, like I said, especially that pressure, because you realize if they're already a creative artist coming from pain, and then now they're getting pressured as an artist because the label wants you to put out this album, you ain't got enough songs for it, or you ain't got the right songs, or they ain't hitting, they ain't charting. Now you got this pressure. So what you gonna look at? You're gonna look at either the bottle, or you're gonna look at that cocaine, you're gonna look at that weed,
But nowadays,
pills.
Back in the day, being a junkie was looked at as a bad thing. Niggas ain't want to fuck with you if you did coke for real. Niggas looked at you different if they found out on a block that you did, like that you really was tapped into that shit. Niggas ain't respect you the same way. Niggas ain't looked at you the same way. That's not the way it is no more.
But
Niggas don't give a fuck.
It was a different era because in the cocaine era I say the cocaine era were the late 60s to the early 80s.
That was a party drug. Everybody did coke. A party drug. Ain't nobody give a fuck about you doing coke.
Yeah, when you was in certain statute, they had cocaine parties for celebrities at all times. You know, and plus what my man Jimi Hendrix died off of.
Oh, he died. I got it right here. Jimi Hendrix. He died.
PCP or
PCP and something else. I think I had it right here. I was just looking at that too. What's the name? Shoot, Diane Washington, actress. Yeah, I think it's something like acid. He was. I had it right here. I'll tell you right now. Jimi Hendrix. He died of. Dang, I just had it. I just saw his name too. Let me see. I'll find it in a minute. But go ahead and say what you were saying, and I'll let you know what he started.
Look at Jimi Hendrix, man. Like Jimi Hendrix, you think he could play like you said, these was artists before they was who they were. They was already know how to do what they do. But now you put that drug in their system and they seen something we ain't seeing.
It unlocks, their personality is magnified. Like some of the things that you
because nobody never
would
seen
say.
nobody never seen Jimmy hit nobody never seen a black guy of that statue play a guitar like that ever.
Yeah, Jimi Hendrix died of pills. It's called Badaratrit. That's what it was. It was something. That's what it said.
Prescription drugs.
Like a prescription drugs.
Prescription
Yeah,
drugs,
yeah. It was a prescription drugs. But then I'm gonna play devil's advocate. So Michael Jackson died of drugs, but he wasn't taking drugs. He was getting administered drugs so he can go to sleep.
It's not the same.
It's still the same.
It's not the same.
It's still the same. I'm gonna say my opinion. This is why I think it's the same. If I'm telling you to give me some drugs for me to go to sleep, and you not actually going to a hospital or doctor's office to actually figure out why I can't sleep, and you just say, "Hey, you my physician, just give me these, keep it on the hush. I'm gonna pay you whatever, help me go to sleep."
I mean,
you was a druggie.
Okay, one, that's not how the relationship
That's
was.
weird.
That's not how.
Come
the
on,
relationship
man.
was. It's not though.
Okay, well, how was it allegedly?
But two.
Mm-hmm.
I take Tylenol PMs to go to sleep at night. Am I a drug addict?
Bro, Tylenol PM.
I'm asking you a question. If I take,
yes, you are.
All right, cool. Then if that's the measurement that we're using, then cool.
It's still, if you use anything to go to sleep to help you sleep, it's not naturally, you're still on drugs.
That's fucking insane.
So what about melatonin then? Melatonin is a sleep aid too, and people take it every night to go to sleep.
To whose stature? Is it our stature or to that's what corporate America telling us that's a natural?
I mean I don't know. I don't know if it's natural. I'm just asking. I don't know.
That's what I'm going off
Yeah.
of. Is natural. I'm going to sleep naturally.
Mhm.
I'll have to take anything that I don't know or I can't tell that you're putting something in to help me go to sleep, because nobody knows what you're putting in melatonin. Nobody knows what you're putting in Tylenol. We're not there when you physically mixing these drugs.
Right.
So I'm not saying that it's a bad drug or it's a good drug. But at the end of the day, you're not just falling asleep naturally. You're falling asleep having to take something. A drug is a drug.
Influencing it,
No
yeah.
matter how bad it is or how good it is, a drug is a drug.
So Michael Jackson was a
That's
drug
insane.
addict then.
I'm sad to say. How you gonna call one bad lie? How you gonna call a small lie
not a lie?
Or a big lie worse than a small lie? Or a small lie worse than a big lie? Both of them still lies. A drug is still a drug, no matter if it's stronger than no matter
analogy.
how.
That is a terrible.
You taking Tylenol? If you take enough of Tylenol, it could put you in the hospital, right?
That is a terrible.
It could put you in the hospital, right?
Yeah, it can't. Lucky Luke Scary. So you don't consider Michael Jackson as being a drug
Now
addict?
comparing Tylenol to cocaine.
No. I'm not comparing.
No, when you say when you say a drug
is a drug,
that says that a drug like Tylenol is the same as cocaine.
No,
If you say
I said
a
drug.
drug is a drug, that means all drugs are on an equal playing field to you. If you're gonna use the term a lie is a lie, well, that means all lies are equal.
So
Cool.
a
That would
Tylenol
mean
is not a drug.
If you're gonna say, listen, if that's the metric that you're judging it on, fine, we gonna stick with that. But if you're gonna tell me that a drug is a drug, that means you're saying Tylenol, cocaine, it's all drugs, same thing.
But Tylenol not a drug though. I'm just
in
wanting
your
opinion.
mind, yes.
But not in your mind.
I do not look at because we know what we're talking about when we say fucking drugs.
Yeah, but
it's a reason we didn't say.
But there's a list of people that did die from prescription drugs though.
And we're gonna put Tylenol, aspirin. You take enough of any bitch. If I take enough water, I can die.
Yeah.
If you take enough of anything, you can die.
get
We're
that.
really putting Tylenol on the same atmosphere as promethazine, hydrocodone, Percocet. Come
Yes,
on,
you know why?
We're not doing that.
You know why? Because it has chemicals in there that are
Son.
that are not really supposed to be ingested by your body. I don't take medicine. I suffer with pain. No reason why is because your body supposed to naturally heal itself. You don't supposed to take an aid to help get rid of a pain naturally. It's supposed to be naturally what's saying. You know why? Because it builds your immune, it builds your pain tolerance,
That's
harder,
fact.
all that stuff. stronger and better. So then when you do have a pain or something like that, it doesn't, you know what I mean? It's whatever it is. But by you taking the aid, what you're doing, you're notifying the nervous system that, hey, I got this. Don't worry about it. Nervous system's not going to react to it no more because now you done put a chemical in it. So so Tylenol is a drug. Is it a hard drug? No, but it's still a drug. Because if you look at the back of it, half the words you mentioned that the ingredients you're not going to know what it is unless you look it up. What's in the aspirin? What's in a Tylenol PM? And just like you said, you're correct. If you drink too much water, you can make your organs float. So I mean, it's too much of anything, but it's still a drug. It's just crazy that Michael Jackson probably started out with Tylenol PMs and couldn't go to sleep. Then he got something else, and then now he going to. They called it milk. That was the code name for it, but it was Poflor or something like that, and was getting it injected in his arm just to go to sleep to rest.
Let me ask you a question. If you're having a heart attack, what they tell you to take if you're having a heart attack?
They tell you to take aspirin.
I bet. If aspirin is not strong enough to get your heart to calm the hell down, that's not a drug.
But actually, you know what the reason why they tell you to take that? They tell you because they think it's a blood clot. So the actual chemical in the aspirin dissolves the blood clot. Opens up the passageway for you to get
it's still
blood.
It's still chemically in what?
Yeah, enhanced to do something to your body.
I'm not saying it's as strong as cocaine. I'm not saying, and actually, if you want to be honest with you, cocaine naturally is not as strong until you mix it with chemicals.
You're right.
They used to grow heroin in front of the White House. It's facts.
And cocaine comes from a seed, a plant.
Your textbooks used to be hemp. So a lot of this stuff that they saying is bad that they was actually using for us before they started chemically inducing was wrong right here in America. Until they started chemically inducing it, making money off us, then they're gonna say, yo, you know what? We're gonna throw it over there, let them grow it and chemically induce it, and we're gonna call it bad.
But another thing too, though, is crazy that you said aspirin is on the same line as cocaine, but they label it as a drug. It's considered an over-the-counter drug. So they still label it as a drug, but it's like I said, it's not a hard drug. Like you said, you probably could take 2 and be good. Give 2 to a fucking 9-year-old, might be out of here. It's a drug. It's just different things for different folks. Then it might be an older person. And you give them 2 PMs, they might not never wake up. Somebody like 67-year-old might not never wake up. That's the same thing with Michael Jackson. He was getting them injections. He was waking up. He was getting administered the right thing. He might did just what Stay Fresh had told the doctor. Said, listen, keep this on a hush. I need a higher dose. I want to sleep a little longer. I'm not getting proper rest. And he didn't know how to do it. He didn't know he didn't consult into the right people, and they OD'd him. Like I said, so was that Michael Jackson's pain to start taking drugs because he couldn't sleep, because he couldn't rest? Or was it because of the noise that everybody was saying, hey,
y'all are fucking insane, bro.
I'm just asking the question.
I'm like this. I really want to know what really killed Michael, because for them to say he ain't sleeping to him about to do a major tour and he all of a sudden just died from a major tour.
That's why the doctor got convicted because of that issue. I mean, hey, it is what it is. I mean, I just know that the industry is heavily influenced by drugs. I swear to God, I think 80% of the industry does drugs. And I think the drugs also creates the violence in the industry. So you don't think the drugs create the violence in the industry? You don't think that it don't make you react something different?
You said, do I think that
the drugs in the industry helps create violence? So say for instance, you and Stay Fresh, y'all.
Sure.
Okay. And I'm saying, so like I said, you might be under the influence.
The conflicts would be there regardless. Yeah. But yeah, I think that some people wouldn't have the heart to do some of the shit that they do without the drugs. That's a fact. Some of these niggas is real life pussy, but drugs give you a little boost to do some shit you wouldn't normally do.
Yeah, like say y'all two was rappers, and something you secretly hated Stay Fresh, and you create a diss line.
He don't secretly hate me. He really do.
I genuinely don't like this nigga.
But I'm just saying, you create a diss line. But when you sober, you be like, I rock with him, and then all of a sudden you just create this diss line, and then it gets out. See, that's what I'm saying. So you think the drugs and enhances the violence in the industry?
Yeah, because these niggas is pussy. These niggas wouldn't have half the issues that they have if they were sober. because half these niggas wouldn't say shit to each other if they were sober. It's the same thing with on the streets. Most of these niggas, like my nigga Shock Roo say, you need a pill to do a drill. These niggas is pussy. These niggas need something to help them get that extra boost of courage.
I think a lot of rappers.
Not to cut you off, they said it about alcohol. They said that was the courage juice. You remember they say that?
That's a fact too.
It is courage, but I think a lot of the real rappers that ain't scared to speak up for themselves, they push to the background, and they don't want them. Like I said, like look how long Jay-Z, DMX it took for them to come out. It was damn near 30. Like a lot of people saying, you wait till you 30 something to rap. But Jay-Z and DMX first CD came out when they was around 30 years old. It's facts. They didn't want that type of rap in the industry. They had to force their way inside the industry because people were scared of what they're going to say. They can't control what these people going to say. So, like he said, a lot of them rappers are scared. A lot of them, they don't want to lose out on the opportunity they got. And some of them just like the craft, like DMX. He didn't care about money. He loved the craft. Jay-Z care about money. We obviously can see. But some rappers care about their craft. They don't care about the industry game. And a lot of them scared to say a lot of the stuff that they really want to say. Then you got some that's not as famous, better lyrically, got better music, just don't got the better promotion. They can't get the budget that a lot of these artists get because they're going to say whatever they want to say. But then you got them yes mans that's going to say, okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make this music that you want me to make. And I'm going to make this album the way you want me to make. You want me to make that song? I'm going to take that song out. We're going to put this in. And that's who you get. We don't have real hip hop. Our real hip hop came from underground.
Mm-hmm. It definitely did. It was influence. Another question then. Do you think the industry is a drug?
Yes.
Just the industry, period.
Yeah,
the
fame itself is a drug. Facts.
Yes.
That's 100%. A lot of niggas do the corniest shit in the world to be famous. Just to get that high of just attention. Not even just fame itself. Attention, period, is a drug.
Definitely.
I seen niggas do a lot of corny shit just to get a bitch to giggle at them.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely happened. I see it all the time. I see it every day, especially on social media.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
just to get somebody to acknowledge you, niggas will sell their soul out here, bro. Like, that's a huge drug. These niggas are super corny. But that comes from a lot of these people who end up getting on were never on. You look at some of the most coolest normal celebrities you see, it's people that was popular prior to getting famous. People who was that nigga in their hood or they city prior to getting famous. Those are the ones you almost never see in the news for doing weird shit. It's the only ones you see doing all this weird shit is people who are never important where they're from. Because you're not used to the attention. You're not used to the fame. You ain't used to the acknowledgement. That's the only people that do that type of shit. Like the little weird jumping up or down, going crazy at parties, the ones you see always in trouble. Those are niggas who never been popular before.
And you know the crazy thing about it is, I'm the total opposite. I don't care about the fame. I don't like the spotlight. I do what I do because that's who I am naturally. I don't need a bunch of people around me. I'm gonna act the same way wherever I go. You know, if I'm around 2 people or I'm around 100 people, you know, if I'm around Lucky, I'm gonna act the same way around Lucky. Then we get around 200 people. You know, a lot of people care about people seeing them. I don't care about people seeing me. I care about the people I'm around at the time. That's it. You know, fame is a drug itself. You know, the biggest drug, we talk about a bunch of drugs, but they ain't talk about the most number one drug of it all. Fame. Anybody killed for fame. They'll do anything for fame. Like, look at this so-called, you got people talking about Illuminati, you don't even really know what Illuminati is. Oh, he Illuminati. Oh, because he got on the ring? Because he did a handshake? Oh, he sold his soul. How do you know he sold his soul? Would you sell your soul for that money? Because you talking like, it's a lot of drugs out there, but fame and riches is the number one drug out there that people will sell their soul or do anything to get for any kind of, it don't matter what it is. If you tell somebody right now, I give you $100, $100,000 right now, you go run through the mall, but naked.
So it's gonna be a lot of people that are just gonna sign up and do it.
They're gonna run through it because they figure out they can't make that $100,000 on their own, and they ain't gotta really do much but script down butt naked and run through the mall. They're gonna go get that $100,000. instead of going out there and getting it on their own, which is not hard to get. But just that quick riches, they'll sell their soul for that quick riches.
But I think that's a generational thing, though, too. I think that's something that we felt as generationals, like especially my generation, passing the buck, because the millenniums want things quick, fast, in a hurry, whereas we always had to grind. And the biggest example I could say for that is coming from up north. When it snowed, we went out with shovels and shoveled snow.
Facts.
You know what I mean? We shoveled snow in front of people's yard and made a quick $500-$600 that day.
Facts.
Now you can't catch a young dude out there doing that.
Ain't happening.
So that's what I'm saying. That's the difference of the element of what's the name.
Nowadays, niggas is too cool.
Yeah.
Niggas go so hard to try to be cool and don't even understand that, nigga. It's a thing. It's you.
Either
you are cool or you are not. Motherfuckers don't understand that no more. That's a part of the game that was lost in translation. Motherfuckers stopped understanding that you can be cool just being your fucking self. Everybody don't gotta be that way to be cool. Now everybody want to be tough. Everybody's a fucking shooter. Niggas, remember before everybody lied about selling drugs. Everybody was a trapper. Now everybody's a fucking shooter. You pussy. You ain't never shot nothing. But you want to be down so bad. So you got people who ain't never been anything like that forcing themselves to be killers just to not look like they pussy. Just to not look like they scared. Just to be down or just to look cool. You'll pop a perk and go shoot something up just to look like you like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, for I don't understand it. Like, that was one of the one things I feel like got lost in translation from the older generation to now. Bro, you don't have to be what everybody else is to be cool. You can just chill. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Back then, everybody had their position. You see why the crews from back then last so long? Because everybody knew who the fuck was everybody. Everybody knew what they were supposed to do.
Yep.
Everybody did their thing. That's why crews lasted long as hell.
And you know who was in your camp. Yeah, and like I said, you know who was in your camp. That's just like my friends I got friends that I've been friends with for over 30 years. I know each one's personality in my crew. It's because reason being is that I know which one is the fighter, I know which one is the shit talker, I know which one that could really fight and shit talk. I know the ones, you know what I mean? I know all the ones, and I know the ones that didn't really want the problems. Like, you know, like, hey, I want these problems, I'm good. So we knew what to do around each other and knew who to bring with. Like, if I was gonna do something, I like, all right, I know I'm gonna bring this person with me because they're gonna ride with me. I'm not gonna bring this person because more than likely they're gonna be scared, they're gonna be crying.
Yeah, why would I put you in that position?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah,
and you not like that.
Yep. So that's what it is.
But that's my thing. The scary thing about that is you never know what your niggas is like until you get into that situation. I don't know that you pussy until I put you in a position where you either gotta be that or you gotta be pussy, because you never was yourself. You put up a front. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I be telling people all the time, bro, if every time I'm around you, you high, I can never get a gauge on who the fuck you are. If you drunk every time I'm with you, I don't know who the fuck you are. If every time I'm around you, you got something in your system changing or altering your movements or who you are, I don't know you for real. You get what I'm saying? You don't know people because weed, I don't give a fuck, weed, anything. All those are things that influence who you are. Let me see you without that shit in your system.
You got to think about people got to get in character.
Exactly. And that's all it is.
Like they look at everybody around them. They got to, it's just like, they're a hero. They got to put on their costume. You know what I'm missing? Oh, I ain't get high. Or I gotta get this drink. You know certain stuff. So people ain't gonna be who they originally are because who they originally are don't amount to nothing. So now they got to create this character and come out around public and be somebody they not. That's how it go.
That shit's scary.
And you know me. Like I said, I try to be the same person regardless if I'm drinking or not. No. If I'm sober, I'm joking. If I'm not sober, if I'm not sober, I'm still joking. No matter where you see me at, I'm still going. It's not many times look you see me and I'm not coming to him joking about something. Facts. I don't care if I'm drinking or I'm not. Somebody getting picked on.
That's a fact.
If we out in the club and anywhere we at, that's me. I'm gonna pick somebody out. He know Because he gonna move from beside me after 5 minutes. 'Cause I'm gonna pick on about 10 people.
All facts.
Yeah, and see, and that's great because, like I said, you're supposed to be a straightforward person. Keep the same line that you walk instead of zigzagging because you with this person or you with that person or you know what I'm saying, that you acting like this. That's just like if I saw you out, Stay Fresh, and I saw you and I know who you are as your character wise because of what I've learned about you. Like I said, because we just recently met, so my character of knowing you, and then I see you out somewhere and I see you doing something different, I'll be like, dang, I never thought Stay Fresh would act like that. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? So that's how you don't want to build that type of character. The same way, vice versa. Lucky, you see me out. You know already what type of person I am because we built that commodity and how we talk outside of the podcast, all that stuff. And you saw me doing something else, you'd be like, nah,
T ain't never giving it up like that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So that's just crazy that we got people that's out there like that, and that's crazy that it's heavy influence inside the industry too. Doesn't matter if you're a rap artist or R&B artist. We know, like I said, we started seeing recently times how you were saying like R&B artists started acting like they were shooters.
Yeah, you got mad R&B niggas that's like wild gangster now.
But you got this. But see, I can't say that because you remember the 90s.
Yeah.
You're a 90 dude now. You're
Yeah.
80s,
90s. Yeah.
First of all, most of the beef from back then was from fucking R&B singers. Casey and JoJo had beef with every fucking body.
Casey and JoJo really hood. They for Charlotte.
Yeah. But it was heavily influenced in drugs too.
But not on that. Look at Jagged Edge.
Yeah. Beef with 112.
Them niggas was on drugs. What do you
Yeah.
think?
I
Jagged Edge was on.
I get what you're saying, but you look at most of these R&B people from the late 80s or early 90s.
Yeah.
They was really hood people.
Because it was real life niggas from the hood singing.
There was real life hood singers.
But if you look at the industry now, for the most part, all these young niggas high as hell at all times.
Yeah.
You don't even know if you really like that or not because you ain't never do it sober.
Yeah.
You've been high every time something happened. You don't even know. You don't know you. You don't even know what you can handle.
Yeah.
Because every time you get into anything or anytime something happen, you always have something altering you in your system. You don't know you. You don't know what you can handle. And that's the scary part about being cool with some of these motherfucking people or looking up to some of these people is you really don't know them until it happens.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? That's why I be like, people be looking up to some of these people and it's like, bro, that nigga's not that.
Yeah. So with that saying, like everything we spoke about, mostly everything is a drug, the industry, the money, the drugs, the alcohol. So me thinking J. Cole and Jay-Z don't really partake in drugs. They might drink a little, whatever like that.
Drake, Kendrick.
So what is
smoke, right?
so
J. Cole smoke.
Yeah, J. Cole
He
smoke
weed.
He smoke weed,
Him smoke weed, Drake smoke weed. But we're talking about like
the
other shit like that.
the cocaine, all that other stuff. So
Pills
what?
and all that.
So what do you think that someone that's in the industry that really doesn't partake in drugs? What is their drug? Do you think it's the industry, or do you think it's the money? Do you think it's the women? Do you think
Drake told you it's the women for him?
So
it's the women. It's the ability to just do whatever. For J. Cole, I really don't even feel like it's that. I think J. Cole is one of those people where being the best rapper really matters to him.
So that's
I think that the competition is the drug for him. Genuinely,
Okay.
I think that.
Wait.
For J. Cole.
No, I don't think that's for him.
Because to me, for Drake,
I think
it's just women.
I think it's women for women and being a big artist is for Drake. But I think J. Cole is more about just feeling the music and putting out as much quality, good music as possible. I don't think it's being the best artist because if I feel like it's that, he wouldn't have went to the bummy side that he went to.
Nah, bro. I done heard too many J. Cole songs where he references himself and talks about them not like him being the best rapper and niggas not acknowledged. Like he said it a lot of times. So for me, just listening to his music, that's the vibe.
I get what you're saying for that vibe, but in his defense, and not saying he's the best rapper, I am a J. Cole fan, but in his defense, when you put out 3 albums, no features, I'll go platinum. How you gonna say you not the best rapper at the time? Everybody around you is putting out albums with features, not going platinum and getting more clout than you are. And you not having no promotion, no videos. Well, I ain't gonna say videos because you're doing yourself videos. No big promotion, no big budgets, none of that. You doing all this on your own, making your own music, producing your own stuff, and you're going platinum with no features, but you put out this album and you got more buzz. But I ain't did nothing but just drop it and I sold more. 3 albums, no features, platinum. Nobody ever did that.
I still don't think he's the best rapper, but
I'm
I'm
not saying that he's the best rapper, but
that's why that's why he wants to be the best.
But how you gonna rebuttal putting out 3 albums, no features, going platinum?
There's no rebuttal to it. That's why I say he did that to say I'm the best. Because what other reason would you have to not have no features? It's to show niggas I am better than you niggas.
Yeah.
Period. He said it in mad songs.
But how
I'm
you
really
gonna,
like better than you.
How you gonna prove at that point in time that there's not a rapper better? There's the rapper better than him when he's doing what no other rapper can do in the game.
Because numbers don't say that you're better than anybody. Rap is preference. Period.
It is preference. It's opinionated.
100%. That's what I'm saying.
It's opinionated. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if I was just a number guy and I'm a looking guy and don't know music, and I'm looking at just what's going on, and I'm looking at your album, and I'm looking at T album, I'm looking at your album. You got 25 features on there. He got none. Yeah, your album trash. T, your album shit. It's me looking at numbers.
But that's a preference thing.
It's not a preference. It's
100% because I know mad people who would rather albums with other
Features.
artists. I know a lot of people who complained about Drake having too many features. I know a lot of people who said on the other one he didn't have a lot. It was like, damn, he should have worked with such and such. Oh, yo, such and such would have been fire. Like he should have tapped in more with. That's all to me. Music is one of them things where there is never a definitive thing on nothing music related.
But I'm not saying
unless
it's a
you're
bad
talking
thing.
about music though.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's a bad thing because don't get me wrong. I feel like every album should have a feature somewhere. I don't want to hear you on the whole album by yourself.
I mean, but why that's another generational thing because back in the day, that's all you had. You didn't have features. You had Big Daddy Kane, Eric B, all them rappers. They didn't have features on there. You didn't see Eric B and Rakim and somebody else. You didn't see Big Daddy Kane's and him and somebody else. You didn't see Biz Markie. You didn't see all these artists back in the day have features on their
niggas
albums.
wanted to be the best.
Yeah.
Now niggas is more so let's get the bag.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to be the best back then.
Yeah.
But can I ask you a question though?
Yeah.
You got an Eric B and Rakim album. They didn't have that many songs on that mode.
They had 10, but still, it was a whole 10 albums with just Eric B. And you listen, you like he spit. LL, same thing. He didn't have features. He didn't start into the feature world until later when he started tapping into the LL part of himself. Ladies love L. And he started getting the female features, the R&B singers and all that other stuff.
And I don't even think that count though. Like R&B features don't really count.
Yeah,
You're talking about like
the other rappers. Yeah, so he really never had a lot of rap features. DMX, you said DMX was your boy. What features did he have on his first album?
Yeah,
because that's
not who. No, he didn't.
What?
No, he did not. He had one feature on it, and that was probably the Locks.
You talking
That's
about
the first album?
It's Dark and Hell is Hot.
Yeah,
Let's look it up because he had more than one.
This is my thing.
Yeah,
back then niggas wanted to be the fucking best,
and I think that's a drug. I think that's a drug now, competition wise. Yeah,
now it's not about competition.
It's about
niggas is about to get that bag.
Yeah.
And if you hot, I'm hot. Let's be hot.
Yeah,
let's get on this shit. We gonna work.
Yep.
That's how it's looked at now. Niggas don't give a fuck about nobody's out. There's like a handful of people who's genuinely trying to be the best fucking rapper. Nobody's really on that type time no more.
You had Sheet Loops, you had Dragon, you had Loose, you had Big Stan, you had Casino. Who was on this last song? Niggas don't start something that was Jay-Z.
Yeah.
That was the Locks.
Yeah, but that was a bonus.
That was like a bonus song. That wasn't even
that
really
last song was
like
a bonus song.
But that song came out before his album.
But
that was a bonus song.
I get that, but it still made the cut on his album.
Yeah.
But still, and he had what? Mary on one?
Yeah, we said R&B features don't count. We're talking about other rappers.
He still had Marilyn Manson on another one.
That's not all right, man. You got it.
You gonna say that's not a feature, but he on the song.
You got to stay fresh.
It's not a feature.
You got to stay fresh.
But it's not a feature.
It's a feature. Okay.
But no. I'm just saying.
If we're saying R&B people don't count, we're talking about other rappers.
Okay, but I just named out a bunch of rappers.
You named 3.
I named more than 3.
No, you named 3.
I said Dragon,
that's one.
Casino,
that's
Loose. You had Sheet Loose. He was on the song by himself with him. That's 4.
That's 3.
But what's the other guy? Jay-Z,
3.
Mace.
Okay, 4.
Mace.
That's not starting something.
But okay, if that's all on one, all right, you got it. You're
that's
right.
not all on one song.
2 of those people are on one song.
2 of those are on
that's
one song.
That's what I just said. 2 of those people are on one song.
But still, he had features. He had features on his album.
J. Cole's not the best rapper.
I didn't say he was the best rapper.
No, can I get my point out? J. Cole, not the best rapper anywhere, any shape. He's not. Period. His music at that point sold the most ever. music numbers don't fucking count. Because if they did, Cardi B would be the best rapper in the fucking world right now. You know why she's not? Because numbers don't fucking matter. Now, if we're gonna claim numbers, y'all don't really want to do that because some of the people that sell the most are ass. Some of the people that sell the most are not the best rappers. The best rappers don't even sell that much for real. Outside of the top 3 big niggas, that the 3 big heads, Drake, Kendrick, and Cole, outside of them 3 that can actually rap, the top selling people on the top 10 list are not really good rappers. That's a fact. We can look it up. None of us would consider them good rappers. But like I said, music itself is opinionated. There's mad people that feel like J. Cole is awesome. There's mad people that feels like J. Cole is boring and it's whatever. I used to be one of those people that thought he was boring. He's growing on me some. I still don't think he's the best. I would never. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To me, everything about music is opinionated. Everything. Unless we're going to go by numbers. And nobody really want to do that.
I'm gonna tell you the truth about what I really feel about J. Cole, and I love J. Cole to death. I feel like when he made that song about Nas, he let Nas down.
Gay.
I get that, but I feel like after that, he really went Nas mode. Nas' first album didn't have one feature on it.
Yeah, he only had one feature on it.
Nas' album's ass too.
Come on, bro, don't do that.
All right,
that's opinionated. I get that. I can't say
like most of his albums are ass,
but I feel like he went and try to, instead of being J. Cole, he went full Nas and it just did whatever he felt like he wanted to do. Nas could have been one of the Jay-Z's halfway, not where Jay-Z at, but halfway where Jay-Z at. He could have halfway where Jay-Z at. You gotta think about it. If you got an artist like Nas and they doing college courses on his albums, how can he not?
He was never going to be as big as Jay-Z.
I didn't say he was going to be. I said halfway with Jay-Z. He's there now.
I highly disagree.
He's getting there now.
100% disagree.
Why not?
Nas isn't 1/4 of where Jay-Z is.
But this is another topic for another conference. I mean, for another podcast. We got to bring up about this whole Jay-Z Nas because I got some more verses coming up. Like I said, last week verses was kind of dope. I got some more verses coming up that we're going to talk about certain stuff, and we're going to bring up some other albums. We're going to have Pacific albums versus that album, and we're going to have 4 people at this table. We're going to have 2 people discuss one album and 2 people discuss the other album, and we're going to pick song for song that goes against and think what song beats that song. So that's a future podcast. That's a future episode. But this episode, was great. I mean, really didn't tap into the violence part. I was going to ask, do you think? I'm going to ask one more question. Do you think that success brings violence?
I think it brings cockiness.
No,
I think pride. I think success brings a big head, and a big head is what allows you to open yourself up to violence because you feel like no one can tell you anything. You feel like you're invincible. You feel like you can't be brung down. Nobody can tell you anything. And when you get to that point in life, you're gonna always bump your head into something because you're gonna. And then another thing about it, a lot of success brings motherfuckers into insecurity. A lot of these super, super, super successful and rich people are some of the most insecure people you'll ever fucking meet. A lot of these situations be over something so small as a word or a verse or a misunderstanding. But because of your insecurity as a man, a lot of these niggas be beefing. To me, insecurity is bred from having so much success and you weren't ready for it.
Cockiness.
Facts.
So to touch base on a real short, because I want to draw it out no more. So to touch on the Young Dolph situation, do you think that was pride that got him murdered, or was that just what? Carelessness? What?
No, that was pride. You thought you were who you told everybody else you was. You told everybody you was untouchable. You told everybody you was invincible. You told everybody you was that nigga. You told everybody they couldn't get you. You told everybody you was on top of the world, and you started moving like you was all of that.
You told me it was a king of Memphis.
You get me? You told everybody you was unfucking touchable, and you started moving like you was unfucking touchable, and then they touched you. Period. You got so much money, you forgot who the fuck you used to be.
I think when you beef with when you beefing with another rap label at the magnitude what CMG was, because CMG was big before you started rapping, bro. I'm gonna say Yo Gotti. I ain't gonna say CMG, but Yo Gotti was big before you started rapping. I feel like when you beefing, and a lot of that Yo Gotti probably didn't have nothing to do with it. It might have been his flunkies that wanted to prove something to Yo Gotti that, yo, I got him for you, bro.
I be telling niggas,
you know
all
what I'm
the
saying?
time,
So
bro, just because you done with the problem don't mean the problem done with you. You can't walk off just like it's over because in your mind it's over.
So it could have led up to a number of stuff. And Memphis known for beefing. It could have been a rapper trying to prove themselves. And what they say, the little guy that did supposedly shot Dolph, did a Instagram post of Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy was just beefing with Dolph.
But and that you know what?
I'm not saying it's true.
No. Listen, now I'm gonna tell you that touches into that success brings pride, because out of everybody you could have said something to, that nigga said something to Soulja Boy. You know why? Because his success, his notoriety, attaching his name to. Because I was looking at the whole thing from the start to finish. Soulja Boy didn't do shit wrong. You started with that man, and Soulja Boy inboxed him and said, "Bro, you put me in a tough position because how can I can't look pussy." What do? I can't look like a pussy because of who I say I am. I can't let you come at me. Now I have to say something that I probably don't really mean. I don't mean fuck Dolph. I ain't really have a problem with him that. I don't really mean fuck Dolph. But if you gonna attach yourself to Dolph and then come at me, I gotta say it. Or I'm pussy if I back down and go, nah, chill, I'm good, bro. I'm pussy if I do that. That's why I say attention is a huge drug, because it leads you to start doing shit that you normally wouldn't do.
Because what they were beefing about, he said it was independent, and Soulja Boy said nah, you're not independent.
Yeah,
but he won't. He was sounding Empire.
But that's my thing. Even after he died, Soulja Boy was planning on releasing the song and everything. You got mad at him for releasing the song, and Soulja Boy said, "Bro, what the fuck? He told you, bro. I've been had that release. Like that wasn't about him. You said something else, and then you got mad at his reaction. Once you come at a man, you gotta be cool with how he react.
Yeah,
you gotta be ready for all of that. I can't police how you react to my disrespect to you. The fuck, that sound crazy.
And Soulja Boy was
but that's where that pride shit comes from, bro. That success, you being famous and rich, wouldn't let you just say, you know what, bro? I ain't about to argue with your ass on the internet. So it's whatever.
I'm not a big Soulja Boy fan, but if you listen to his retarded ass, he's make a lot of sense.
Yeah, like the message just said it, bro.
I'm just being honest. He make a lot of sense because he was like, "Yo, you're not independent. You're assigned to independent. You're assigned to Empire, regardless if you got a record deal, a distribution deal, any kind of deal. You're still getting money from this label."
Yeah, he had a distribution deal. With
distribution deal with Empire. You know what I'm saying? I don't know Soulja Boy 100% independent. I'm not there.
Yeah,
but from what he say, I'm 100% independent. You know, so I don't know how far they take independent or how less they take independent. But I'm looking like, yo, you still got to deal with somebody.
Yeah, well, like I said, man, this was a topic. You know, it might not be exciting as the previous ones, but like I said, you can always look at our previous ones on YouTube on 119 Media Group. Make sure you check us out. Like I said, we just wanted to touch on stuff. I mean, I just want everybody to be safe this holiday weekend, man. For some people, it was a 4-day weekend. Some people started yesterday. I know, there's going to be a lot of movement in the cities, all the cities around the world, around the world, people traveling, people going to, get influenced by stuff. I mean, if a drug is your vice, man, try to, kind of basically, try to stop as much as possible, slow down with it, because like I said, we want everybody to live and see what life is really about. I mean, handle your vices slowly. Like I said, I'm not in the city. I said I drink. I know not to drink and drive, but like I said, I drink. I know that the Hennessy gonna be flowing this weekend for me, eating and drinking and hopefully playing cards, all that stuff. But like I said, that's the reason why I wanted to touch on this before the holidays, because I said we're gonna be going into Christmas, we're going into New Year's, and I mean, you see that the people that really got the money, they doing the drugs, and then we got youth out here getting influenced by the songs out here talking about, dirty sprites and things in my cup and everything like that. So I just want them to know, like, hey, look out for somebody. Make sure that they, they're trying to do it responsible as possible, and also that, you know, at least try to stop them from doing it. Like I said, this is just our opinions. This is a form of entertainment. So none of the things that everything that we say here is not facts. So we just do this as something that we love to do, a podcast about music industry, hip hop, all that stuff. And I'm out here to promote other people with their things that they do out in the streets. That's positive. So other than that, like I said, I really don't have too much more to say. Check us next Wednesday after the holiday. We'll have something more, a little bit more, you know, more fun. They'll talk about hip hop wise, music wise. I'm prepared. I mean, I got so many topics to talk about, and here we are up here on episode 25. So, like I said, have a safe Thanksgiving to everybody out there that listen, or if you listen to this afterwards, hopefully you had a safe Thanksgiving. I'm let my co-host get ahead and spit their bars. Start from my left to my right.
Hey, yo, big dog, it's your boy Lucky Luciano, man, aka Big Lou. Get your money up, not your funny up, boy. We out here.
Hey, it's Mr. Stay Fresh from Stay Fresh Clothing Brand, man. Y'all hit me up and we outside.
And this is your host of Nights at the Round Table, man. Like I said, if you watch us, you watch any of our previous episodes, please go out there, you know, like, share, comment, and subscribe to 119 Media, please. So you can watch all the other podcasts, such as 360 that come on Saturday. You might see me up there as a guest host on 360. You might see me as a guest host on any podcast that's on 119 Media. But we have several podcasts out there on YouTube on 119 Media. So check them all out. We got Tangy with the T. We got Keeping the Faith. We have a lot of podcasts. We got some upcoming new ones that's gonna come, and then we have Nights at the Round Table every Wednesday night. So hey, you know, check us out. Like I said, this is your host T, aka Tori, aka DJ Not Famous. Really not trying to get no gigs, just chilling, mixing music on the back row. So we're out of here like yesterday. So
what? That's some old nigga shit, bro.
I'm always gonna say something. I'm always gonna say something corny at the end. You know, hey, that's gonna be my little tag. Nah, I'm just joking. But yo, listen, everybody have a safe holiday. We'll see y'all next week.
We out.
Oh, yeah. Gather around if you able, we the Nights at the Round Table. This that underground gutter, that butter before the label. No water down sound if you drown, that's cause the flow heavy. Hit you with the views on rhythm and blues, no Reggie. Everything potent when spoken word emerge. Bars too light, you cannot submerge. Gotta bring that hard rock when they drop and move earth. Blow back trees, clearing the land for new turf. Cake without icing, thunder without lightning. Delivery and presence, essence, they all tied in. Trident like Poseidon when I'm out there making waves. So you gonna need a hydrant if you trying to set a blaze. Wordplay on javelin. Okay, we on the road, so watch out when we barrel in. MCs battling, trying to see who's best. When they're looking in the crowd, trying to see who's next. Gotta fly, sit up high like an eagle's nest. Bars sharp as a blade. Be careful, they might slay you. On guard, bring your sword when you come to the Night's Table. Yeah.